Hello! Right, benchmarking. I absolutely love benchmarking because it's a brilliant way of actually working out how to grow the business in the most profitable way using your past data. So in this example, I'm going to run through with my dummy data set. I've taken 7 different factors that each customer has. So that's basket spend, sales growth, margin, always about the margin, how often they order, and given them a rating out of 5, applied those 7 down to give each customer a rating out of 5. 1 to 5, job done. When I do that, you get this distribution, and most likely you'll get this distribution. And this shows you that in this example, these customers here are representing this much of the company's sales. Let's go for that sort of thing. So they're representing this much of the company's sales and this much of the company's margin. And that's really important because that's essentially, right, we need to grow this way. And what you can then do is apply what have they got in common. So if we look at a spread across the UK, there's not much of a trend there. There's not much of a giveaway, but you definitely know that it needs to be manufacturing, facilities, and export would be where to grow. And that's where to put the sales and the marketing team, where to put all of your budget for future expansion. And in food production, distribution, a bit in hospitality and a bit in wholesale retail. That's where to focus the company, because the most likely thing is those customers will generate these sort of returns. Equally, if you go and focus on facilities in hospitality, once again, which is interesting, you're most likely to get these sort of customers. So you could break that down further, especially with that hospitality factor. I'd probably try and work out what types of hospitality and what's the different factors. That'd be another way to break it down. But it all comes down to, if you've got really good customer data, really good information on your customers, and you take benchmark data, you can come up with how to grow the business moving forward. Because if you add more of these customers, it might feel like you're growing, but it's not going to be that. It's going to be hard work. But if you can grow more of these customers, it's not as hard to work and everything's a bit easier. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it's of use. Please drop me a line if you want to find out more, but otherwise, have an amazing day. Thank you.